Okay, so this is today's project. This is a cantarito, I think. It's just a tiny drinking little drinker, little drink glass, and it's made out of um, unfired clay. And maybe you guys have seen some of these, planters that have been put on sale. Whoop, put on sale. I'm gonna try just like wrapping it and then trying to stick the moss in there into my. I don't know how else to like affix the moss really. Like, all right. Oh, and of course, I get all the way into like right here, and then I don't have a pair of scissors. But I do within handing does not make sensing within hand's reach. Alright, so we're gonna try this. See if maybe I can't just stick some of this moss in the little spots. Maybe. Seriously, are these the only tweezers I have? Alright, well. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to use my fingernails. Okay, here's one. Here's one. And pull that up. Shove all this moss, this beautiful moss. Shove. So what my plan is okay. So these cups are designed to hold your water or your drink, whatever it is. It's usually like in Mexico, they typically use them for like almost like the disposable cups, and you can get like not a margarita, but like some sort of like lime tequila drink, right? So it's not quite a margarita. Anyway, and so they cool your drink because the water or liquid inside starts soaking through the outside of the mug or cup. Okay, so this thing is gonna look like a pile of weirdness first, but then like I will be able to shove living. This is just sphagnum moss that is not alive. I mean, some of it might be because it's actually looking not too bad for dried moss that I just added, just stuck in the water. I might actually stick a whole bunch in some water, but then what am I gonna do? Anyway, I don't need that much sphagnum. This stuff looks great. So I'm gonna fill this with water, and it's gonna soak through the beautiful ceramics and feed whatever plants I have strapped to the outside. I'm probably gonna do moss, and I don't have a whole lot of water loving plants because, well, I'm a Texan, and you know that usually doesn't work out. Oh, poor us. I mean, I do have some moss. Not moss. I have a ton of moss, So, you know, maybe I'll just make it a moss growing, another way of growing moss. And there we go. Looking at that. Looking at that. That's not bad. And this stuff like really like got juicy real fast. So that's kind of cool. Oh, that's so loose. That's actually a useful thing though. Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. This is very loose. Why is this very loose? I'll just have to shove things into the loose areas very quickly. Do you see my tiny bucket over there? There we go. Not so loose. There's one that's down low. Maybe I can. I need it super down low. And so I'm gonna stick some moss to the outside of it, and I'm gonna stick some like pothos into the water on the on the outside. Oh look, there's a whole bare area. I'm gonna stick some like probably this pothos in there, and maybe a fern. I don't know how they do in just water though. They might need something to attach to. Never seen anyone propagate moss in just wet. But caladiums do pretty well in just wet. And what else? What else do I have? I have a mini monstera, but I'm growing that one to be on its own. Oh, I have a philodendron I can shove in there. That'll be nice. I like philodendrons a lot. I think it's a heart leaf, but it doesn't. I mean, the hearts aren't very strong. I don't know. Maybe it's a heart leaf. It's hard to tell. It has red stems, and it kind of looks like the super stupid expensive one, which, you know, I mean, I got it from Dirt Witch, so who knows? It could very possibly be like a super expensive, really nice philodendron, and she didn't even remember the name of it when I gave it to her, or maybe she told me and I totally just like lost it. Easy enough for me to have lost the name of something, because names are part of my doom. Okay, here, sounds like somebody's about to come in here. I swear to God, I don't get a whole lot of privacy, even though I shut the door. Oh, here comes someone. Hi, baby. I'm making a video of doing this. It's my son.
Can I say hi in front of the camera?
Not really, because you're going to shake the entire area, and I would
careful.
prefer that you do not. Yeah. Here's my son's arm and hand.
I want to see my face. So you can see me. Hi.
And there's his face.
Hi.
Hi.
We're gonna go make some banana.
All right, enjoy making banana bread. Shut the door, please.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, baby darling. Love you, baby darling. My sweet honey. He's so darling. This whole pandemic, though, man, he is missing his friends so hard. Oh, my God. Like, he hasn't talked to, I don't think, any of them except for his sweetheart, and he talked to his god sister one time, and like that's it since March 12th. I mean, that's hard. That's hard. All right, so here's my monstrosity. Yeah, I totally did that. Yeah, I did that. And I think I'm gonna have to go around it a little more with some more fishing wire, which is just fine. I don't mind, and I am singing for you. Forgive me for singing at you, because I don't really like have tunes. I just sort of like sing randomness. seeing such randomness. So, all right. Once I get this like fully on, I'm gonna pull out my moss box, and you are going to be amazed and beautiful, and like it's beautiful. And I'm just gonna try like what's, moss could die, and that would be sad, but like that's like pretty much what could happen. All right, so. I don't know. I love plants. I love plants. So the idea of like getting into different kinds of plants is really cool to me. And moss is one of those ones that I've always loved. Oh my god, I've always loved moss. So yeah, baby. This is looking good, except that I gotta tie it off somewhere down here. Whoops. Probably should have maybe thunk about that a bit. Try right here. Oh, come on now. So yeah, I mean, I'm curious if you have played with moss much as, fellow plant enthusiasts you may be, which, hopefully get some other moss or plant enthusiasts in here. Love making mossariums. They're just the bee's knees. Do you know I have a friend named Bee's Knees? She's rad. I like her a lot. I don't see her much though. But such is life in the times of the pandemic. Pandemic seems like such a like fucked up, old-fashioned, like maybe like if I said plague that would be worse, but like still it's pretty messed up to be able to even say either of them. Did you guys know that during July they found in China, which don't call this pandemic the Chinese pandemic. That's just it makes you sound like a racist ass. It really does. And I don't care if you disagree. That's totally fine. And I am also very, very fine with deleting your comments if you are not kind. But racism comes in a lot of forms that maybe you were not thinking about if you said something like the Chinese pandemic or the Chinese virus or whatever. I'm sorry, but you would be wrong. Look at this. Look at this.
That's awesome, but I have sad news for you.
What's that?
You know that blue and whitish bowl with all the things? I turned it upside down and I found that it was broken and it had 2 pieces broken off of it.
Blue and white bowl.
Like that really pretty one that... Okay, get it. That I used fruity petals for a lot.
You use... Oh, like one of the bowls that Pete made?
Yeah.
Oh man. Our friend Pete makes beautiful ceramics. Alright, that's beautiful. So, I think the moss is on top. See, is that... Oh. Holy cannoli.
The one with this pattern.
Oh, I loved that bowl.
I found out it too. I really loved it too. I just turned it upside down and 2 pieces fell off of it. I didn't know it was broken.
That is so sad. Okay, well, such is life. Such is life. Alright, well, it looks like we're going to be making an order from Pete soon, since we're slowly going through his beautiful bowls, which I hate, but, they are dishes, and we have to be realistic about that. Alright. So I just got this new moss. And I think I'm gonna choose some of this corner stuff and find a little, yeah, this might work just fine. The soil on it is kind of showing, so I'm gonna stick some Sphagnum moss on top of that. There we go. And there we go. Put some more Sphagnum on top of it. And I'm gonna put this moss back. And I'm gonna bring out the, I don't really know what this stuff is called. It looks like a star. It's a lovely moss, and I'm gonna pick up this kind that has just a little bit of sheet moss stuck in it. And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna try and do this to where I can see most of the mosses from one side, because I'm probably gonna put this on a windowsill. I say a windowsill instead of windowsill, and I think that's probably just, I'm Texan. I am Texan. I try not to have a whole lot of accent, but I is who I is. I work on other things like my upbringing, which was fine, but also had some hidden racist stuff that was not intentional by anyone, really, at least not. I had one intentional racist kissing cousin that I once he called my I had a black Cabbage Patch Kid, and he called my black Cabbage Patch Kid a name, which wasn't bad, but it kind of was. It was sort of an innocent kid's jerky behavior sort of name. Let's see. I didn't like him after that. That was first grade, so he started off pretty bad. Yep, sure did. Alright, this is looking good, y'all. What kind is this moss? Okay, cool. I wonder how this will do. I'm so excited. I love learning new stuff. Learning new stuff is my favorite. It's my favorite. Because if you don't learn, you don't grow. I mean, I know a lot of people don't care about growing, or they're like, I done growed in high school. Thank God I don't know any people like that, but I'm sure that they're there. I did all the learning I was supposed to do in school. That's what school was for. Hey there, son.
Hi. Hello. Hi. It's not good.
Hey. What are you supposed to be doing instead of...
Am I interrupting?
Yes, go away.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye, YouTube peoples. Bye. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Have a great day. I don't know what you said, but that's cool. Alright, I'm gonna put some here, and then I think I'm going to be done for now. So let's see. It's a big old chunk.
Dad's banana bread is gonna be so good.
Dad's banana bread is always the best.
Yeah. So Mom can't eat eggs, and she also can't eat bananas.
And I can't have tapioca either, which is in that namaste flour.
Yeah, but we knew you can't eat bananas.
So I'm gonna probably have to put the rest of this sphagnum moss in here so that I have a place to put my plant.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's one of the first good ideas you've ever had.
Well, that was really rude. Why don't you leave now?
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, it's probably one of
Bye.
the,
Bye.
one of the best
See ya.
ideas you've ever had.
Rude. 9 years old. Shut the door, please. 9 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen is an antiquated term, and I think I will change that to, what is the correct term? My friends? Yes. Friends around the world who might be checking out this little project. There we go. All right. I'll pour the rest of this water in. And, you know, looks like a crazy mess right now. Yeah. All right for crazy messes. I like it. I'm gonna put a little, cup underneath it, like one of those, what are they called? Dishes. Water dishes. Yes. Water dishes. I'm going to put a water dish underneath it, and it should be great. And this, my friends, is how you make a plant on the outside container like the ones that they advertise for lots of money on online. Oh, look. I found a spider plant. I'll just go ahead and put that spider plant right in there. Eventually I'll probably have to take it out because it can definitely get too big, and I don't know about water propagation. Alright. Cheers.